friends. I hope all of you are fine and safe in this corona pandemic, which has changed our lifestyles completely to the extent that our children who were busy playing outdoors the whole summer vacation were trapped this year in the four walls of the home. And now they are subjected to e-learning on screens and digital devices rather than going to the traditional schools. So related to that, I get a lot of queries, rather concerns from so many parents that their child's exposure to screens and digital devices is increased. So will it affect their eyes? Will it harm their health? So today I'll be giving you some tips which will help you address those concerns. So coming to tip number 1, make sure that your child is studying in a well lit and ventilated room and not in a dark room or a closed room which makes one feel drowsy. So tip number 2, it's very important that the child maintains a very good physical posture while studying. Make your child sit erect and upright on a chair with his hands, elbows and wrists resting on the table with the feet resting on the ground, so that they maintain a very good posture while they are doing their studies, giving them a school-like feeling and not reclining or lying down on the bed or on the sofa. Tip number 3, as far as selection of the screens are concerned, a laptop or a desktop would be more preferred over a tablet, which would be more preferred over a mobile phone. If possible, mirror or tether the mobile phone to the TV, that would be the best, because larger the screen, the farther it can be kept. Also, it's important that the screen is at least at a distance of 1.5 to 2 feet away and the level of the screen is at or slightly below the level of the eyes. Make sure that the resolution of the screen is optimum and the font size is adequate so that these things don't add to the additional strain. Tip number 4, the screen brightness should be optimal, not so low that it causes further more strain. The brightness of the surrounding ambient light should be less than the brightness of the screens. Make sure that there is no glare on the screen from the overhead tube lights or sunlight directly coming from the window or the balcony. Tip number 5, it's very important that children take frequent short breaks in between two lectures, and during that break they can do some small physical activity or they can look through the balcony or window towards trees or buildings which are farther away. So this will help them defocus from the screens for a short period of time and relax their muscles. Tip number 6, teach your children to keep blinking frequently while they are studying on the screens, so that the evaporation of the tear film decreases and that reduces the dryness of the eyes. Tip number 7, make your children wear appropriate eye power glasses. In case they have any headache, eye ache or any other eye problem, please consult your eye doctor at the soon and get their eye power and the overall eye get checked. Tip number 8, once the online classes and the lectures are over, restrict and cut off all other non-educational screen time. Ideally, they should be outdoors at least 2 hours a day, but that's not possible right now. So ensure that while they are at home, encourage indoor physical exercises and physical activities. Also encourage creative activities like singing, dancing, reading, drawing, painting, and indoor games like chess, brain games, memory games, which helps them develop their overall skills. Involve them in other household activities so that serves an additional help to you also. Tip number 9, make sure that they have an adequate sleep and a diet which is rich in dark green leafy vegetables, fruits, nuts, etc., which will provide them with appropriate vitamins and nutrients required for the growth of the eye and the overall body. And last but not the least, tip number 10, make certain family rules like media free zones and media free times. For example, no digital device allowed in the bedroom 2 hours prior to sleep, because that affects the sleep wake cycle. Also some rules like no digital device allowed during meal time for anybody's use. So it's very important that we use technological judiciously as a tool, maintaining balance and setting appropriate limits. So following these tips and modifications will ensure your child's e-learning without affecting their eyes or harming their health. So that's it from my end. In case you have any queries or doubts, please feel free to get in touch with me either at my contact details or at my social media handles. I would be more than happy to help you out. So till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.